Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Did you
turn my pit into a well. So the essence of my...
Can you all be upstanding wherever you are? Electoral Commission, ladies, everybody be upstanding under this. The President of the Republic, can I see all of you upstanding?
My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
Adum.
It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom.
He's made their way onto
my soldier on that battlefield.
into the stadium. He's walking out. He's coming out of the car.
My praise is
and there he is. The President of the Republic of Ghana, West Africa.
The essence of my praise.
Very solemn. The man himself.
The essence of my praise.
So we are currently witnessing the arrival of President Akufo-Addo, who is also the leader of the governing New Patriotic Party. He is going around the stadium, exchanging pleasantries with the supporters of the NPP. We can clearly at this stage say that conference is now in session, and very soon the program will get underway. President Akufo-Addo is going around, accompanied by officials from the presidency. A while ago, the Vice President arrived. Trade and Industry Minister Alan Kojo-Shemanten also arrived. We have the Chief of Staff, Ministers of State. We also have Members of Parliament, Deputy Ministers, District Chief Executives, and indeed, delegates of the NPP. Everybody seated now. And with the arrival of President Akufo-Addo, we can say that the program, the National Delegates Conference of the party, is just about getting underway. And very soon, when he settles into his seat, the program will officially kick off with the opening prayer and, of course, a welcome address by the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the NPP, and that will signal the commencement of the program. Now, in all, there are 6,162 people who are expected to cast their ballot in today's conference, and they are expected to elect people to electable positions in the party, and that will be the second part of the program. For now, we are witnessing the arrival of President Akufo-Addo, and then being the President of the Republic, his arrival will signal the end of the arrivals, and then we'll zoom into the program for today. It's the National Delegates Conference 2022 of the NPP. Those who will be elected will serve a 4-year term to superintend over the affairs of the NPP. President Akufo-Addo will also act as the leader of the NPP when the party is in power. So you have him here as well. Now, the rules and regulations governing the conference of the party has said that people who have been delegated to vote in this conference have carefully been selected, and they represent certain blocks in the party, and they are expected to carry the aspirations of the rank and file of the NPP. So, you know, it's 6,163 constituency executives have the largest number of delegates at today's conference. And the person will go through the numbers again for you. But these are the individuals that supervise the organization of this conference. Peter McMahon is chairman. Evans Nemaku, who is the director of elections for the NPP, acted as secretary. Ambassador Edward Boateng, former Ghana ambassador to China, is a member. Mao Sunuake Awiti, Amin Anta, Alhaji Hussein, Kwesi Abiase, Oboshi Saikofi, Gary Nimako, Eric Ntori, and lawyer Emmanuel Dakwa. They constitute a membership of the election committee, and they ensured that the plan of activities that were put in place were fully fulfilled. And that's the reason why we have gathered here today to witness the conference of the NPP 2022. Now, for those who will be going through the election itself, the names and their designation are clearly spelled out in the brochure of the party. President Akufo-Addo is now climbing to the VVIP area of the Accra Sports Stadium, and then when he is seated, it will formally signal the start of the event. I'm here with my colleague Joseph Akable, and together we'll be running commentary on this event. Blake, you just joined us. This perhaps is supposed to be the largest gathering of the NPP ahead of the elections, if you like. The next Congress will be decentralized, meaning people, the delegates will vote from their constituencies, from their regions. So clearly, this is the largest gathering of the NPP ahead of the election. Are you, the numbers and the enthusiasm, what does it say?
I mean, from the entrance, what I could observe was that the delegates are very eager for the process to start. And it makes sense why the party opted for the Accra Sports Stadium. I mean, the advantage of having the floodlights, if it drags into the evening, which we know it will drag into the evening, I mean, that alone is another thing that we have to look out for. The delegates are very eager. A lot of them were trying to get in. Those who are also not coming in are also, having various meetings elsewhere. And for candidates, I mean, the longer it drags, it doesn't really sit well with them, because maybe you have spoken to delegates and you have them on your side. Within the space of just 30 minutes, someone can do something and change their minds quickly. And so the more it drags, it's something that it really disturbs the candidates sometimes.
Indeed. Some few hours ago when I spoke to Stephen Asamoah, that was his major worry. That his campaign, he told the entire 16 regions, he has sold to the delegates his message and what he stands for. And for that reason, he is optimistic that he will be elected. But events in the last hours is telling him a different story, where he is of the view that some of the aspirants are paying huge sums of money to the delegates, and he thinks that the monetary consideration can influence the outcome of the elections. And he is of the view that it will not go well for the party going into the 2024 election. He was of the view that if you what that is happening, he was thinking money was not going to be displayed in the manner that it's been done now. So clearly, and now we are being told that the election itself will happen somewhere after 7 p.m.
Yeah. It's a major concern. I mean, and it's something that, I mean, a lot of people need to figure out and try to deal with in terms of what they can do and what they cannot do. We can look out for a lot of the issues that are happening now. And I mean, in just a couple of minutes, we can expect the whole process to start. We have some individuals who will be joining us quite shortly. I've just spotted the information minister, Kojo Point-Kroma. He is coming to join us, and we'll hear from him shortly. I mean, it's an important exercise for government as well. We know that government, in terms of the party's ability to retain power, is largely dependent on the performance of the government. And so we have the information minister joining with us. Elton.
All right, thank you very much, Play. Maybe I can borrow your microphone and give it to Kojo. Mr. Information Minister, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon from the MP of Ofonsia UB.
You know, when I was coming to the conference grounds, I met two people. and I was surprised they were referring to me as Koyo Pankroma. and in fact, this is not the first time. This I don't know.
Well, then I'm in good company. I look like a handsome man.
So Koyo, how is it going? This is perhaps the biggest gathering of the NPP faithfuls ahead of the 2024 election. The next Congress will be decentralized. So this is the time you get to meet people from across the country who share in the same values, just like you are. How is the feeling like?
Well, so quickly, let me make the point that we don't know yet whether the next Congress will be decentralized. We know that the election for the flag bearer will be decentralized, as has been. Now, today we have the annual conference of the party, the annual conference of the party, as per the party's constitution. It is only that on the agenda, we are electing national executives. So we will have an annual conference next year. I do not know whether the agenda for electing the flag bearer will be put on that or it will be decentralized. Most likely, it will be decentralized because we've already started a decentralized process of achieving that. Because for that one, the executives at the polling station level participate in that vote. But we will still have an annual conference next year.